This is the Pittsburgh 4-piece pry bar set. Pretty basic set, really nothing to it. They're obviously meant for very light duty things. But in some aspects you should consider, if you're ever going to use these, be extremely cautious. We're using the larger one here, prying down on a control arm, trying to reinstall a strut. Now, my nephew was helping me, and granted, he was putting all his weight into it, but he's all of 225 pounds. So, I was underneath the vehicle trying to reinstall the bolts, put the strut back in, while he's prying down on it. Meanwhile, this thing decides to snap, and when it did, it came down hard, and it ricocheted and slammed me right in the hand. No major damage, but I got one hell of a scar from it. But I'm just thinking to myself, if somebody had been down there, if the situation would have been where that had ricocheted in my face, I'd have probably been going to the hospital. Now, I don't expect a lot from Harbor Freight tools. I know they're cheap tools. And I mean, I honestly thought while I was under there, it started to bend, and I thought, well, if it bends, and I'll just take it back and get another set of them. It's not a big deal. I don't use them that often anyway. But I've only had these for about a year, and I hardly used them. But the first time I put some pressure on it, this is what I get for it. Now, again, I know this is Harbor Freight. I know it's not high-end quality. I know it's made in China, all that other stuff. But if you can't even withstand 225 pounds of force, it just seems like a real big safety concern. Now, I tried going back and getting my money back for these or exchanging them for something else, but I was basically told, since I didn't have a receipt and it's been over 90 days, that I can't get anything unless I want to exchange it for the exact same thing. Now, why in the hell I want to buy another set of these or get another set of these is beyond me. So I simply was hoping he could exchange it for something else, but they wouldn't even do that. So I put a call into the corporate office. We'll see where it goes from there, but right now it's like I've decided I just won't shop there for right now, because to me, I even tried to get exchanged for something else that I could use, but they refused to do it. But if you do decide to use these, all I ask is be very careful, because obviously if these things can't withstand that kind of pressure, then they obviously weren't meant to work on any kind of vehicle. I mean, if you're trying to open maybe a paint can or, pry up the toilet seat or something, maybe they'll work a little bit better for that. But if you're planning on doing any serious work on a car, I would probably not even recommend these, just for your own safety. So, just my opinion, my 2 cents.